Welcome. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing and component overview of Moonrakers. So down at the table, this recently went out to Kickstarter backers. Didn't have the funds at the time, so I was able to pick this up for retail. Also got some additional coins, some more dice, and picked up some sleeves from their website since they've got some square. You never know what size those are going to be. So we'll start with the box and get the shrink wrap off. And take a closer look at the cover here. See, this is a game of shipbuilding, temporary alliances, and shrewd negotiation. That's some pretty neat art there. For 1 to 5 players, 60 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up. And yes, you can expect a solo play of this coming soon. Looking on the back, see most of the components. About Moonrakers. It's a competitive deck building game set in a space-faring universe. Players form a loose band of mercenaries that build temporary alliances to accomplish contracts, all vying to become the leader of the Moonrakers. Gameplay. In an effort to become the most prestigious Moonraker and de facto leader, players complete contracts and secret objectives to earn prestige. Players can purchase ship parts and hire crew to change how their deck is played and make earning prestige easier. The first player to reach 10 prestige points becomes the leader of the Moonrakers and wins the game. So inside, got our articles of agreement on top. Pretty thick rule book, so 38 pages. So going over introduction, our components, giving us a picture of each of those, an index. So a lot of these pages are nice and blank, but they've got a nice game setup, gameplay, and a glossary color-coded on the side, so that's pretty neat. I don't know if you can see those color codes there, but we've got blue, green, and then red. So the red's going over game setup. And then gameplay. So yeah, while it is a thick book, a lot of blank spaces, easy to read. Planning phase. And so forth. Buying ship parts. Ending the game. Single player rules. And then a glossary. Nice. Alphabetical. Going over what everything is going to mean. Great to see that. It looks like we've got a comic book here. Remember the Cleanse. So find out more about the story. Pretty nice. So a former comic book collector. Always fun to see this. Just change that hobby for board gaming. And their founder manifest. Pretty nice. Acknowledging all their Kickstarter backers. Then we have a dispatch board. So putting our contracts, tracking our prestige. I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of got some different text on there, or texture, I guess. Pretty neat bonus. Place for contracts, open vault, and objectives. Then we have our armory board, keeping your vault, ship part supply, and the crew manifest. Individual player boards. So I'm hoping we've got 5 of these. So different colors. Purple, blue, green, orange, and yellow. Just one-sided. So it gives you places to put your ship parts. Your default layout. See if those are, assuming those are going to be the same. So your different cards. I don't know much about it. I think we've got some energy, some photon, shields, damage, and then just a plain old miss. It's just me guessing till I read the rule book. And a flyer for something that came out to Kickstarter recently, Veiled Fate. Then our components. Starting with some ships. So here they are, one for each color. Just plastic, nothing too fancy there, but it's going to do the job. Probably put a base coat on there with a shade if you want to spice that up some. And we've got some coins, so I don't know if we need more, but I love the feeling of extra coins. So this came in, and these are just some extras I picked up. So we've got 15 of the 3 cost ones. Easy to read. We got some nice weights to them. And 25 of the ones. Like I said, very easy to read. And like I said, the extras I purchased that I probably don't need, but got them just in case. We got 4 dice. So pretty nice, typical size, nice rounded edges. Like I said, I got 4 extras, so I don't have to share so much in a multiplayer game, or if they start misbehaving in a solo game, I can put them in timeout. And a bunch of cards. We'll take a closer look at here. All right, so looking at our cards, they do give us 5 reference cards, going over your options on your turn, and just some miscellaneous things during gameplay. And of course, got the board set up here, so setup looks fairly simple. Start down here where it's nicely labeled, "You are unprestigious." Coins go in their areas. We'll start by just looking at the basic cards. So we have our action cards. Reactors, basically on your turn, you're going to get 1 action. You play this card, calls an action, gives you 2 more actions. So we've got a stack of those. Then we have shield cards. Blocks 1 hazard, which is what these dice do to us. If you roll poorly. Then we have thruster cards. Let you draw 2 cards. Then damage cards come in 3 different varieties. +1 damage, +2 damage, and +3 damage. Just a few of those. And lastly, the miss cards, system error. So these are just going to fill up space in your deck. Then we have some crew cards we can purchase to put in your deck. So we're going to have their name, what they do, and how much they cost. So we got Dana, Nella, Sella, Zek. So just a whole bunch of different ones doing some different things for us. So when you play these from your hands, you'll get different abilities. Then we have some ship parts we can purchase. So they're going to have a name, their ability, how much they cost to purchase, and the basic cards you get when you do get one of them. So just a whole bunch of different things. So it looks like our board, we can only put 4 of those on our ships. So choose wisely. Cloaking device. Escape jets, replicator, swarm, laser turrets, predator, quad laser, and so forth. So then we have some objective cards. Let you know how much prestige you get after you do a certain task. So you can be a speed demon, over 9,000, a tinker, an ace, natural leader, shield wall, fire support. So just a bunch of different things to do for some extra prestige. Oops, one of our crew almost got left behind. Meg, can't let that happen. Then we have contracts we're going to be fulfilling through this. So letting you know how much prestige you get, how many coins you get if you do it, and then what is needed to be played on your turn to let that happen. Also, if there's any hazard dice to be rolled, so here, so you're not getting prestige, getting 3 coins, but you pretty much just have to play 2 cards and not rolling any dice to take damage. But then rolling 1 dice. So a whole bunch of different tasks you need to do. The whole point of this game, multiplayer, is to pick the right people to go with you to help you get these done. And then you negotiate on how you want to split this up. So it looks like a really fun multiplayer game. Can't wait to get this to the table. So that's everything that came in the base box here. Like I said, I did purchase some extra tokens and dice. So it looks like the base ones are going to fit in here nicely. We'll see if everything else fits in here after we get things sleeved. So I did purchase the sleeves from the publisher of this. And well, I've got plenty of normal size sleeves. I never know what size the random ones are going to be, so I just wanted to make sure I had something for that. So just taking these out, they do feel like premium quality sleeves and fits pretty snug. And then the standard ones. So like I said, feels like your typical premium card sleeve. All right, so we got everything sleeved. We got 10 of these square ones left and about 16 of the standard size left. And everything from the base set fits nicely back in here. See, they've got slots letting you know what cards go in what areas, dice, coins, and ships. Now, if you do splurge on the extra stuff, you might have to do something else for the coins. Dice, I'm just going to throw it back in there. Player boards, Armory and Dispatch, our comic and rule book, and that's going to be the home for my coins for now. So that's a quick look at the components in Moonrakers. Looks very good so far. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.